from the Evening Sun from the year 1986. Clayton, Durbin gained Duckpin titles. In perhaps the most civilized physical pursuit for any heat wave, Chris Clayton and Christy Durbin basked in the wonders of air conditioning and bowled their way to respective titles in the 9th Annual Youth Duckpin Invitational Championship yesterday. Clayton, 20, a junior at Loyola College, defeated Waldorf's Glenn Stewart in the boys' final. Durbin, 15, hit a key 7-pin spare in her last frame to defeat Hyattsville's Sue Ciatola. The winners have really won a championship among 3 states, said Frank Applestein, the tournament's coordinator. Participants were invited from sections of Maryland, West Virginia, and the District of Columbia. Clayton defeated Stewart 268 to 253 in the 20-frame competition. Stewart started the match with 7 marks in the first 10 frames, but he hit a snag after a strike in the 6th frame of the second game. He wound up facing a difficult 7-8-10 split. The ball was right where I wanted it, but I just reared up, Stewart said. He could only add 8 points to the next frame. In her 226 to 221 victory, Durbin managed the vital 7-pin spare in her final frame. That meant Ciatola could win only by finishing with 2 successive strikes. As it was, she settled for a spare. In the back of my mind, it's terrible, but when it came down to that, you want Durbin to miss, Ciatola said of the decisive spare. Durbin claims it's her unorthodox style. She follows through with the wrong foot that can give opponents a hard time. I used to bowl off my left foot, the right-hander said, but then I decided to try something different. It obviously worked as she came within a single pin of establishing a house record 195 after 10 frames. Clayton, meanwhile, is more conventional. He has been at this for a while, having been an avid bowler since he was 4 years old. I prefer duck pins to 10 pins, he said. In 10 pins, you just throw a ball down the middle. It's not a challenge. Clayton's older brother, Ron, is a professional duck pin bowler, a challenge Chris hopes to pursue at some point. For now, he'll be content with yesterday's victory, one that should keep him high in the profile of the area's young duck pin wizards.